go like that. Yes. Hey, you. What are you up to, Rocky? Rocky's giving me nice head boops and head rubs here. He's very affectionate, you know. And he's not holding a grudge against me because I got my scent on his matches. No. No, he's forgiven me for that because he's very forgiving. He gets really mad in the moment, but then he forgives because he's full of love and affection. Yeah. Hey. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's nearly time for bed. Hmm. Oh my goodness, Rocky. Mm-hmm. What a good boy. Huh. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful good boy. Hmm. He's really rubbing his head on me. He's letting me know that he loves me. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Poor little guy's got a bit of cabin fever though, you know. He hasn't been outside very much since like early November. And we're now into mid-June, mid-June, no, mid-January, I mean. And so for Rocky, other than just to go out and walk around in a circle and go back in, he hasn't really been outside. So the poor little guy, eh? The poor little man. Mm-hmm. He has not had an easy time of it, I'll tell you. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, eh? Anyway, I've been doing some thinking about my transmission issue, and what I'm wondering is if I don't have a leaky line or something. And the reason I say that is because I'm not finding any transmission fluid under the truck. Even when the truck sits parked for days at a time, I'm not finding any transmission fluid under it. But the truck is losing transmission fluid, and it's losing it at a pretty good rate, too. And so what I'm thinking is, because I've smelt it too, there's times I get out of the truck and I can smell the burning transmission fluid. So what I'm thinking is the transmission fluid must be getting onto the engine and being burnt off on the hot engine. And it could be, if I have a leaky transmission line, it could just be that because when the truck's being used, of course, it's under pressure, eh? The transmission's under pressure. That's kind of how an automatic transmission works, is it uses pressure, basically. That's a very simple explanation of it, but that's pretty much what it is. And there's quite a bit of pressure in those lines. There's enough pressure in them that if a line were to be corroded or compromised in any way and was leaking, it would piss out pretty good when you're going down the road. And so if it's spraying onto the engine from a bad line and burning off on the engine, that would explain why I'm not getting puddles of it on the ground. It may be that it's not leaking too badly or not leaking at all, except when it's under pressure. That's kind of what I'm thinking anyway, and so it will only be under pressure when it's being used. Like when it's sitting there idle and shut down, then it's not under pressure anymore. So I think that could be it, but I don't really know. That's just a guess. It's a semi-educated guess, but only a semi-educated guess. I may be completely off base. I know more about these things than the average person these days, but you got to bear in mind the average person knows absolutely nothing about vehicles. So if I even know one thing about a vehicle, I probably know more than the average person these days. But not that there aren't people who know one thing or know more than one thing out there as well, but I'm just saying, compared to the average person who only knows how to play video games and scroll through the internet and stuff, I know a little more than that person would know, but not a whole lot more, you know. So again, anything I say should be taken in that spirit anyway, that I think there's some possibility that's what it is, but I don't know that. So this isn't me saying that I know, because I don't. I'll need to take it to a mechanic to find out for sure. It's got to go back in anyway to find out why the engine light is on. And when it goes in for that in the spring, I will, while I have it in there, I'll get them to see if they can find the source of the leak anyway, because it has to be leaking, because it's running out of transmission fluid. So, you know, it wouldn't be doing that if it wasn't leaking. So anyway, that's where we're at. That's what's happening. As you can see, Rocky's having a great old time there walking around. He's master of all he surveys. And I picking, don't know what it is with cat fur. You get cat fur stuck to your tongue, and it never really goes away. It's always there. And again, maybe I just have a furry tongue. Maybe it isn't cat fur at all. I'm just thinking it is. Anyway, that's it for now. I guess this is good night. There's Rocky. Hi, Rocky. You're a good boy. He is a good boy, you know. I appreciate him very much. I'm very lucky to have him. I'm really blessed to have Rocky here with me. I am. I would probably lose my mind if not for you. Well, I'd probably lose my mind more if not for you. I guess that's a better way of putting it. I'd probably be crazier if not for Rocky. Yeah, hey. Anyway, that's what's going on here. We call it Camp Crazy for a reason. And the inmates of Camp Crazy, are getting ready to pack it in for the day and go to sleep. We are. Yeah. You know it. Yeah, you know it. Anyway, that's it. We'll see you later. Good night, everybody. Have a good night. Or whatever it is, wherever you are. I know some people would just be getting up, starting their day. All right.